Hello everybody. I always say hello everybody. Hello one or two people. Back in the garden like always. I'm getting ready to do the cultivating to try and get this ground turned up a little bit. Something I want to show y'all before I get kicking on this. So this is the experiments of the ones that I bought from the seed and feed store, kind of like a nursery, and they really are putting out some nice tomatoes. They really are. Every one of them has 3 to 4 set tomatoes on it on the first, and maybe more. So every one of them, well, that's one, yeah, that's 3 of them. So, and look, even some bell peppers coming on right there. So mine, these were some of my better, farther along ones I started earlier, and you know, I don't like bad mountain people stuff, but these seeds this is from Burpee, and they call it steakhouse tomato. These plants are beautiful. Look at them. They look pretty. They are very pretty. They look good. Growing tall. Like these 6 right here. I can't say that I've seen really, maybe 1 tomato right there. Maybe. Look at all the flowers. Lots in bunches of flowers. And unless some miracle happens, which I don't know, because these flowers look like they're dying, that might turn into a tomato right there. I don't know. Oh look, it might be one right there. It's just really, I mean, look how much higher these plants are. The first flower sets, they didn't do nothing. Most of them just died off. The second ones look like a lighter yellow. Look, see, that one's about to fall off right there. They're just dying. I don't even think that's making a tomato. I think that's just a spent flower. So as far as these, they might have a couple, maybe, but what a tremendous disappointment on that. I'm not gonna write them off yet because it's beautiful plants and they might make, but kind of boo on that. That's not good compared to these beefsteaks and better beefs or big beefs, beefsteaks and big beefs. I forgot. They're down there. I showed y'all the name before. Now, last year, here we go. I'm gonna pump Burpee up. Last year, these varieties did crud. Didn't do stink. 4 of my seeds, I had very few seeds left. They only sent me 25 in a pack for like $4. Whew, these were expensive seeds. I was so excited about these last year. Got maybe 3 tomatoes total, and they were bland tomatoes, weren't that great. This year, the plants are tremendous looking. Look at the sets. Beautiful. These are called super sauce. They're aroma style tomato, and they are setting tomato really nicely. I wish I had more of these plants. They're supposed to be a good saucing tomato, and what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take suckers off of these and propagate them. Looks like that's kind of wilted, but these definitely look vinier. They look vinier, not as bushier as some of the other tomato vines, but really nice. Now, get into the Rutgers. The Rutgers were seeded later than all of these. The Rutgers and the Homesteads, I seeded them a little bit later, not much. But look at here. Getting sets on some of the nicer ones. There's tomato sets on there. Pretty looking tomatoes. There's 3, 4, 5, 6 on that one. This was one of the ones that was farther behind, and it's coming along, you know, jumping up there. Some of these plants, you know, they're not as far along, but look, they are setting. Beautiful tomatoes. Okay, maybe I'll get around to saying what I wanted to say. On my way home today, on my way home from work, I decided to do a little Sam's run. I haven't been to the store in a while, and I used my routine before this all happened was I don't know, about once a month, once every 2 months, I'd stop at Sam's, and it's just how I've always done for a long time now. I'd stop at Sam's and, you know, just stock up on whatever I needed, and yeah, if I saw something that was a deal or something that I liked, I'd get it. And I haven't been in a while, but I'm pretty aware of what's been going on. Things have been a little harder to find. And today, my prime objective for going to the store was to get ground beef, because I do listen to David Dubine and Adapt 2030 and Christian on Ice Age Farmer and Danny from Deep South Homestead, and I do listen to them about the state of the food situation, and boy, it has come to pass. I don't care what your stance on it is, whether or not you believe why they say these things have happened or any of that kind of stuff, but you cannot deny that it has happened. The food situation is definitely going critical. Maybe some people are not so affected, and I certainly haven't been severely affected, because I always in the past had picked up enough to where I can make it through a shortage of food, and so I'm not desperate. I just always pick up some. But today at the store, when I went to get the definite staple items I wanted, there was a couple other things I wanted too. I'm gonna talk about them too. I looked for ground meat. They did not have one package of ground meat available to even buy at any price. They did not have any ground beef. I was just totally blown away. And I saw the butcher walking around, and I asked the old boy, I said, "Hey man," I knew the answer, I just wanted to ask him, "Y'all don't have no ground meat?" He said, just like that, he goes, "If you want that, you better show up first thing in the morning, because it's going before the first half hour of the morning is over, and I only get 5 boxes of ground meat a day, and that's for a Sam's store." And I was like, oh no, it was a little impossible for me to get there at that time in the morning, so I'll pass for now. If I have to take a day off later on, or take some time off from my job, I'll go do it, but not at that point, nowhere even near that point yet. But just kind of shocking to hear. So I looked around the meats, and my wife had told me get a pack of chicken. My daughter loves chicken. She loves chicken dishes and making fancy chicken dishes and stuff. They had one pack of chicken left. One pack of chicken. Now, no, they had 1 pack of boneless, skinless breast of chicken. They had packs of bone-in, but they didn't have anything else with skinless, boneless breast. And usually, you know, you can get that about a truckload over there. So they didn't have that. I decided we like smoked salmon. We like to smoke our own salmon in the smokehouse, and they had about 3 salmon fillets. Usually there's so many salmon fillets, no real large amounts of salmon, so I picked up one of those. I did get one, so I have a good stock of that, so I decided to get another one just to freeze and keep for smoking, because you never know when you're going to run out of anything. I know seafood is hard to come by now, so I got that. They didn't have any baguette bread. They had other breads, so, but my wife wanted the baguettes, all sold out. I went to get some paper towels. Of course, you know, they had 2 packets of paper towels, the brownies, usually not our style, but I was like, heck, I haven't seen these around, paper towels, so I got a pack of paper towels. Paid way too much for them, but I got them. And then moving on, I wanted to get some Vienna sausages. I love my little Vienna sausages. Last time I went to Sam's about a month ago, not even a month, they didn't have any Vienna sausages. They had pallets of it last time. This time, none. They didn't have, we like basmati rice. They used to have pallets and pallets of that basmati rice that we like. None of that. They had some kind of brand of rice I ain't never seen before in a Sam's store. Well, I don't need rice really. I just like to buy it and stock up, you know, but so I didn't get any of that. I got rice. I don't have to worry quite yet. I don't have to worry yet. But so they didn't have rice that I wanted. I said, shoot. Since things are starting to get a little too hard to come by, I bought a restaurant style 10-pound bacon pack. They did have that. They only had a few, but I got one. So I set some bacon back since meat's so hard to come by. And I do that all the time. I always get a little extra bacon. And that guinea's on that chicken. So I got some bacon, and I got some flour. So it's on to the next section of the store. I always stock up on toiletries and hygiene items, so I don't have to worry about toilet paper or anything like that. But I wanted to get some shampoo. They did have the one type of shampoo that my daughter seems to have taken a liking to, so I got another bottle of that to add to the stock. But what they didn't have, and this is the whole buildup that I was concerned about, bar soap. They almost had no bar soap. They had a little Irish Spring, a little bit. They had a little bit Dial, little bit, just a few packs left. They had quite a bit of Dove for Men soap, and they didn't have any kind of other Dove soap that I was looking for a specific type of Dove soap that I got last time that I really like the scent of, and they had none of that. They had no other soap. There's so much soap. And in the place of the soap, I wish I would have taken a picture of it. They had baby car seats. And half the row where soap usually is, all the soaps are, it was baby car seats. I looked up and down them rows, hardly no soap. What's up with that? Where's the soap? Outside of that, they were just very scarce on a lot of items. The paper towels gone, toilet paper was gone still. They didn't have any toilet paper. I didn't need any, but they didn't have any. I got paper plates. The aluminum foil was quite well stocked too. But I'm telling you now, I picked up a 50-pound sack of flour and a 25-pound sack, another 25-pound sack of sugar. And these are the items that's next on the thing. They did have 50-pound, no, 35-pound sacks of beans, but they didn't have near as many as they usually do. But they did have some. So I'm going to tell you now, these are the next items on the list to be going away. You better pick them up. I'm just trying to help people out. I mean, not fear mongering, but who would have ever thought you wouldn't have had an opportunity to buy ground meat? Really? And there was none to be had today, not for any price. And then a colleague of mine told me she went to the store the other day, ground meat's over $6 a pound. My dad told me he saw it, one little small pack, over $30 for that one little small pack. People, we used to complain when we had to buy filet mignon for this. This is ground beef. You can deny and they say all you want about what's happening, but the visuals of it are happening. It's there in the store to see. Maybe it's just for temporary, but I'm not willing to take that chance. If I see a pack of ground meat, or I see a bag of the kind of rice I want, or a case of the soap that I like to use, soap. That's what's scary. I'm gonna pick it up. I'm gonna grab it, and I think that might be why we have such scarcity, because other people are thinking the same thing. Finally, like I used to, just pick one up, and they're starting to realize I better grab what I can while I'm here, or while it's there. And stock up. It's funny, everybody's a prepper today. I don't think they call themselves that, but they are. So anyway, I'm gonna continue on with scratching the ground in this garden, and just keep at it. Been enjoying the community, the homesteading community, the gardening community, the prepping community, the end of the world's coming community. You know, who knows? Maybe they got it right. Maybe the end is near. I don't subscribe to that. I do not believe the end is anywhere near. I just believe this is another trying time that we have to deal with, just like humanity has had to deal with throughout the course of time. I'm sure when the Black Plague hit, they thought this is the end of the world. I'm sure when a year without a summer, what was that, 18 it's in the 1800s, when that volcano blew up. I even forgot the name. I'm not even thinking right now about what it was, but it's year without a summer. Look it up. You'll see. It's that volcano went off in southern hemisphere. I think it was about like somewhere around Indonesia, maybe in the Indian Ocean, around that area, the Southern Pacific or something, way down there. And Tamana, I forgot the name of that volcano, but I'm sure they thought that year when winter never went away, it was the end of the world. I'm sure when the Great Depression hit, it was the end of the world. I'm sure when the Spanish flu hit, it was the end of the world. I'm sure when the Dust Bowl hit, it was the end of the world. There's so many end of the world scenarios. I mean, Mount Vesuvius went off in Roman times. I'm sure it was the end of the world. And it was the end of the world for some people. I mean, it was over. And this is the end of the world for some people here. It's over. People are dying, and some people ain't never gonna get their lives back because of how the government has reacted to things. Not saying they were wrong, not saying they were right. I'm not getting into that. We can have that discussion at another time. But yeah, I don't know if I was going on a thought right there or not for a specific thing, but I'm gonna say this. It's always good to be prepared. People can call themselves preppers, and other people can look at them and say, look at you, you wacko. Maybe it would be more comfortable if we called them insurancers, the insured, because they bought insurance. They bought insurance for their stomachs, for their hygiene, or whatever they bought it for. You can call them whatever you want, but more and more people are getting on board. And sadly, I do believe more and more people are going to be like, they're going to say one day, I wish I would have got on board. And I know what I was saying before about saying this ain't going to be the end of the world. I don't believe this is the end of the world. I don't. And the reason being, because I'm not that pessimistic, but I also believe that we have a lot more time left to live out our lives as a species, as a race. I don't think it's over yet. I don't think. Just it doesn't seem like God is calling us all to home to His kingdom, or to, if you've been bad, to the other place. I don't think it just doesn't seem like that. It just seems like a trying time to me. I don't know. Could be totally wrong though. I don't know. But it's best to have your house in order. And it's best to be prepared at all times for that. Prepared. God, you don't want to not be prepared for that, do you? Whew. Don't get caught with your socks down. on that one. Anyway, I'm out here in the garden enjoying some time, an evening, like I always do. And I'm gonna keep doing it. I don't miss not being anywhere. I don't miss not going anywhere. This is Disneyland for me. This is Disney World. This is my Disney World. So I will talk to y'all later. I will talk to y'all the next time around. There's nothing jaw-dropping happening over here right now. Things are growing. Every day the garden's changing, looking better, prettier. I can just taste those tomatoes right around the corner. Might be a May tomato year for me here. Usually it's even when I used to live a little further south, tomatoes were mostly a June thing. So anyway, I'm gonna cut out. This has been way long enough, and I'm gonna listen to some good music and maybe chit chat with my dad on the phone. I will talk to y'all later. Oh, I'm whooped, man. I just wanted y'all to see what a difference from when I started it to now. Look at how nice that looks now. No weeds, Nothing's growing in there. Just beautiful garden. Took me about an hour and a half or maybe a little bit more. I don't know. I took my time, listened to music. Looks nice though. And it's going to continue to keep looking nice. You know, sooner or later it's going to get overgrown. I might not be able to keep up with it, especially around the squash. Everybody knows how squash does. So, you know, we'll see how this does over here on this side with the squash, and how it does. You know, the cucumbers, hopefully they run up that and sprawl out all over the place. We'll see. We'll see. But so far, keeping up with the weeds, the garden really looks good this year. I'm probably going to hit it with some fertilizer. There's supposed to be some rain coming through tomorrow night and into Thursday. Anyway, thanks for watching, y'all. One or two people who watch. Okay, bye-bye.